Hello dear parents, welcome to Somna Kids World. I hope you all are doing good. So today I'm going to tell you that how you can introduce writing to a nursery kid. So for a nursery kid, first they should know about patterns and curves. Now let me tell you that what are the types of pattern. So the first one is standing line, slipping line, left slanting, right slanting, left curve, right curve, up curve, down curve. So these are the curves and pattern that you have to introduce to your kids. Now I will tell you that how you can introduce these lines and curves, that how you can write and how they will take the practice, how they will write or how you can take the practice. Now let us see. So parents, first for writing practice for a nursery kid, what you have to do, you have to take the notebook like this 4-line notebooks. You can see here it is 4 lines. The up one is the, see here this one is red line and this two middle is a blue line and this one is a orange, or you can say the red line. So like this, if you take the notebook, it will easy for your kid to write, or you can take the writing practice very easily. Now let us see that how you can take the practice. The first one I told you, as I told you, that this is a standing line. See here it's a standing line. Okay, so you have to give the dots like this within this, from this top red line till this middle blue line, and this down red line you should not touch this one. So what you have to do, you have to give the dots like how many dots, 1 2 3 4. These 4 dots you have to give, and what you have to tell your kid, initially have to tell your kid to trace it with the help of a crayons. Any crayons they can take, any color according to their choice, and just tell them to trace these dots with the help of these crayons. See, like this you have to tell, like you have to give 4 rows. Initially you have to give these 4 rows and with these dots only, and tell them to trace it with the help of a crayons like this. Let it be anything, means let the line be not in a straight standing line, but just tell them to trace it over these dots. Okay, after this what you will do, you have to give the dots like this. See here 2 dots I have given here. See here 2 dots, just only one at the top red line and down here in the blue line. So here in these dots what you will say, you have to tell that simply have to join these 2 dots like a standing line. As it is a standing line, so you have to tell it to join these dots like this with the help of a pencil, like this and like this. And here also you give like these 2 dots here in 2 rows you can give. This one is the first one, first row, and here is another second row. Like this you have to give, and just tell them to join the dots like this. Okay. Okay. Next what you will do, after they are okay with this, you can give here 4 dots like this here in next 2 rows, and here you have to tell join it with the help of a pencil. You have to tell them to trace it with the help of a pencil like this. Okay, like this they will trace it with the help of a pencil. So first here you can tell them to trace it with the help of a crayons. After they are okay and they know that how to trace it, and then you can tell them to trace these 2 dots, and after they are okay with these dots, you can tell them to trace these dots with the help of a pencil. Like this what you have to give, you have to give 2 pages. Okay, initial days you have to give 2 pages. Like for standing line you have to give 2 pages, for slipping line you have to give 2 pages like this. Next I am going to show you for the slipping line. So here next one is what, slipping line. Slipping line also the same thing you have to give dots like this and tell them to trace it with the help of a crayon. So initially they have to trace it with the help of a crayons like this, and after they're okay with this, then you can give this like this 2 dots here and tell them to join here with the help of a pencil. So here also you can give here 2 rows like this, and then you can give the dots here for another 3 rows and tell them to trace it with the pencil. And this slipping line also you have to give 2 pages. So each day you can take the practice. The first one you can take the practice with the help of this standing line. After they are okay with the standing line, then you go for the slipping line. Then after that you can go for like this. In each page you have to introduce like this left slanting line. For left slanting line also you have to take the practice for 2 pages. Left slanting line, right slanting line, left curve pattern, right curve pattern. Okay, here is up curve pattern, down curve pattern. After they are okay with all this, for about I'm going to show you about up curve pattern. Here also, here the initially 3 or 4 rows they have to trace it with the help of a crayon. See, like this they can trace it with the help of a crayons. And then here I have given the same thing, dots. So what they have to do, they have to join the dots like this. You can tell them from here, bring it down, then bring it up like this. So like this you have to tell that you have to join the dots and you have to trace it. And here also 4 rows I have given, and here in these 4 rows they have to trace it with the help of a pencil. So after they are okay all these patterns and curves, after that only you can introduce alphabets. About that alphabet introduce also I'm going to tell you in my next video. So this is all about that how you can introduce your nursery kid before they start writing the alphabets. First you introduce these patterns. First you take the practice with the help of these notebooks. First 2 pages you just take the practice. After they are acquainted, after they are okay with these patterns and curves, after that only you start introduce alphabets. Okay, so if you find this okay and find this helpful, then please give a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe Somna Kids World. Thank you for watching.